welcome back to another video. This is Flower Heart Plans. My name is Harley, and today we are going to decorate and set up the upcoming week in my B6 horizontal plans by Just Scribble planner. And this is for September 22nd through the 28th. And to do that decoration, we are going to use 2 sticker books or sticker kits that you see here. So I have the Simply Gilded Burgundy Beauty sticker kit that I got last year, and I feel like this is a good transition from summer to fall. It has the fall colors, but it still has florals in it, so I think this is a good one to use. So we have the box stickers. We have some quarter boxes, some headers and half boxes. We have these 2 sheets of deco. They're the same, except one is on washi paper and one is on the regular matte paper. We have some date dots, which I don't need to use because this planner is dated already. Then we have some days of the week, which I haven't decided if I'm going to use these or not. And then some deco and some flags. This is the washi tape that came with it. So I bought these together, and well, this one, I'm not sure if it came with it or not because I had these all mixed in with my other washi tapes, but it looks like it goes, so I'm going to use this one with it. And then we have these floral washi tapes, the book washi tape, and some others. And I also pulled these from my collection. These are both by Simply Gilded. This brown color with gold foiling bows and the burgundy stardust washi. To go with it, I have the Jewel Tone Blooms sticker book by LiveLovePosh. This came in the box set called Lush Blooms. I got the whole box set, but I'm slowly working my way through these sticker books, and I thought that this collection matched nicely with the Simply Gilded sticker kit. The flowers aren't exactly the same, but the coloring is very similar. So I'm going to use these as deco. So we have these big flower clusters. We have the smaller flowers. We have some corners, this really big flower cluster at the bottom, and some words. We have some boxes that are layered already. And then we have these boxes and dots. We have these washi strips of stickers, but I don't think I'm going to use them because I have so much of the Simply Gilded washi tape already. But we have these to work with, and you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to tear these pages out, and I'm going to fast forward through this part because although these are perforated to make the tearing out easier, it doesn't really tear out that easy, and it's really loud. So I'm going to skip this part, and I'll be right back. So we have the stickers, the washi tape, and I also have these mild liners in colors that kind of match the colors in the stickers. And I also have this Zig Clean Color Dot Marker. It's a bright green that does not match, but this is just to mark my paydays. I like to put it in this bright green color. So I have this one, and we are going to get started. So let's get the planner, and I can show you how this week is turning out. Today is Sunday the 21st. I am working through my to-do list, but I woke up late this morning, so I'm really scrambling trying to get everything done because I also have to visit my mom today, and driving to the city takes an hour to drive there. Then I spend hours doing her chores and helping her out, and then an hour to drive back. So it takes up most of my afternoon. So trying to get things done today. We'll see how far I get, but this was the weekly horizontal and dashboard pages for this week. And I didn't really have that many appointments, so this horizontal part is quite blank, but that's fine. That's how it goes sometimes. And then the rest filled up throughout the week. I still haven't put any notes here, but I might go back and put a few notes that I might need, or if not, then it'll just be blank, no big deal. Then I have my to-do list, my notes, and appointments here at the top. That's how I decorate each page. And I love the decoration. I used LiveLovePosh stickers for this week too. And I just love how that turned out. So we are going to get started for the upcoming week. And this is the last week of the September pages in here because the 29th and 30th are in the October weekly for the next week. So pretty soon I'm going to have to set up October. There are pages in here that I don't really use, like the monthly and quarterly recap pages. This quarter 4 page I probably won't use, and the goals pages, and the habit trackers. And these calendars, I started out using these calendars for my YouTube posting, but I haven't been posting that much, so I don't really need these. So from this September recap to this October overview page, I probably won't use these. So I will just skip over them and go from this current week to my October monthly, but that's for a future day. Today we are going to set up the 22nd through the 28th. And wait, before I get started in that, I want to show how thick my planner is. So this is a half-year planner that covers July through December of 2025. I don't have a new one unused to show you, but this planner was pretty thick to start with anyway because it is a different kind of paper. It's Cosmo Airlight, also known as B7 paper. So it's thicker than the Tomoe River paper that we are all used to. And so the planner was quite thick to begin with, but since I've used it, this is how much I've used. And so you can see that it's getting a little bit fluffy, but it hasn't started to curve or warp the spine that much. So I'm actually pretty happy with the chunk on this planner. Well, at the bottom you can see it started to curve the spine a little bit, because at the bottom I usually put washi tape along the whole length of the page, but then at the top I don't really do that. I just put it in the middle. So maybe that's why the bottom is starting to curve, but the top isn't. But overall, this planner is holding up really well to all the stickers and washi tape and decoration that I put in it. So I just want to show that. And we are going to get started. First, I like to put in the appointments in this horizontal, and I'm kind of zoomed out, so let me zoom in first. So yeah, I like to put in my appointments and things of note in the weekly horizontal. Then I like to fill out the functionality of the page and then go in with the decoration. So I need my pen. I like to use this Uni Jetstream Light Touch Ink ballpoint pen in this planner. This is a 0.7, but I also have a 0.5 that I sometimes use. But I like to use this ballpoint pen because it doesn't smear as much as a gel pen would on this paper. So I know that I don't have anything for Monday. Let me actually check my September calendar. Yeah, I don't have anything on Monday. Tuesday I have an appointment. And then Friday is our anniversary. So let's write that in. Tuesday, I'm taking 1 hour of PTO. So I'm off work at 3:30. And that's because I have a dentist appointment that I need to get to at 4:50. Then Wednesday, I work from home. So I like to note that in the corner. Then Thursday, I don't have anything. Friday is payday. So let's take the bright green Zig Clean Color dot marker, and I just put a dot over the date, and then I take the other end of it and write payday. And I know this bright green doesn't match anything else in the stickers and washi tape, but I like this to stand out because I need to track my paydays. And Friday is me and Jason's anniversary. It's our 2-year wedding anniversary and our 15-year dating anniversary. So we got married on our dating anniversary. I wanted it that way just so it's easier for me to remember, because remembering dates and stuff like that is pretty difficult, but I remember our dating anniversary because at the time we had been together for 13 years. So that was ingrained in my memory. So we got married on September 26th, our dating and wedding anniversary. So I'm just going to put that here. So let's do 2-year anniversary. And I like to track how many years we've been dating also, just so I remember. Because I had to go back in my picture album on my phone to remember how many years we had been together because it's been so long. So I just want to write that here, 15 years. And then Saturday and Sunday, we are going to celebrate our anniversary this weekend. We want to go apple picking, but that is dependent on the weather. So I'm not going to write that in. At first, it said it was going to rain all week, but now it says it's not going to rain on Saturday or Sunday, but you know the weatherman always changes his mind, so I'm not going to count on that. I'm not going to write it in now, but we will keep track of the weather throughout the week to see if we can actually go apple picking this weekend. I just want to put some small deco on this horizontal, but I'm not sure if I want to use the matte paper or the washi paper. So before I do that, let's do something over here. I think I'm going to take, I like this brown. Well, let's just see. These are the colors of my outliners that I have. And I like to do just a highlight for my header right here. So I'm thinking, let's take the sticker page and see which ones match. This brown looks like it'll match really nicely. But also this red. The orange might be a little bit bright. So let's go with the brown. And let's just do a swipe here. That's not very straight, but I don't go for perfection in my planner. I just go for cute enough, and that's cute enough. And then let's write our header. This is my weekly to-do list of things that either don't have a due date or I don't yet know when I want to get it done. So I just put those items here. And what color do I want for my checklist? Let's do this pink. See how this shows up. I don't know if this will, well, it does kind of match the flowers. So yeah, this will work. So I'll put a short checklist there. And I only have a couple items that I know of right now. I'm expecting my new office chair to be delivered this week. I'm not sure when. I think between Wednesday and Saturday. So sometime this week I need to assemble my chair. I also need to continue my journal catch up. And I think that's all. Oh no, I have to prep the new hire training. We have a new hire starting on Monday the 29th, but I'm going to be the primary person training them. So I need to prepare what I'm going to train them on first. And I need to prep for month-end close. These are work items. I don't always put work items in my planner. Only if I think it's not too specific and something that I need to keep in mind throughout the week. Because I do keep a separate work notebook that I use. So these are just the broad overview of work stuff that I need to get done this week, but the details go in my separate work notebook. And I think that's all for this page, minus the decoration. My focus this week is going to be starting my personal curriculum. I'm starting my personal curriculum on Monday the 22nd, which is an odd day to start. Most people either start at September 1st or they're doing a Q4 curriculum that starts October 1st. But I'm starting in the middle of the month, but it is on a Monday, and I'm starting early so that I can give myself, well, let me back up. I'm doing a semester style of personal curriculum. So it's going to be 12 weeks. And I wanted to start the end of September so that at the end of December, I have 2 weeks free. Because if I start September 22nd, it should end, I think, December 19th? No, December 21st, I think. I don't know. I'll have to count the weeks again. But it should give me 2 weeks at the end of December to focus on 2026 planning. So that's why I'm starting at an odd date. But this will be my focus. My priorities are going to be, first, let me get a mile liner just to highlight my checklist. My priorities are going to be routines, morning and evening routines, and tidying and organizing and decluttering my office. Because right now, well, I planned on doing this current week, but things came up. So this is going to be my priority for next week. But my desk is piled high with planners and stuff that I've received. I have to figure out where I'm going to put those. Then I have to declutter items to put new items that I've bought, which I am going to do a short video on a recent haul that I did. I went to Michael's and they had a sale for 70% off of Happy Planner stuff. I think it was the back to school Happy Planner stuff. So I did get a planner and some sticker books. And then I just have some other stuff that has come in. So I do need to declutter. So let's put tidy office. And that will be my focus and priorities. So here I like to put my daily gratitude, which I am still figuring out how to do that. I got some good tips in the comments of my last video where I talked about changing up how I do my daily gratitude. And I think I might implement that starting in Q4. So for now, I am going to keep it in here where I write just one word or short phrase of something I'm grateful for each day. So let's do that. And then for the days of the week, we can do this green. Actually, no, let's not do green because red and green together remind me of Christmas. So let's do this brown color that I used up here. And then I am going to put a to buy list. There aren't that many things I need to buy though, but I am still going to put it just in case. And here, this will be for notes. So let's use pink. And let's take the blotting paper just so I don't smear anything and write in the headers. So this is daily gratitude. These are the days of the week. And this is my to buy list. And these are my notes. Usually my notes fill up throughout the week, but there are some things I want to put down right now. I want to note that the new hire starts on Monday, the 29th. And I think that's it. Oh, my manager is out of office. Well, not out of office. She's out of town at one of our locations all week. So that means my one-on-one meeting with her will not happen. I usually have that every Thursday. But I don't think it's going to happen this week because she's going to be in meetings all day, every day. So let's put down some decoration, the fun part. I think I want to use the matte paper for my decorations on this side. And let's put this one here because I don't have anything yet for Monday. Then we have some flowers. Let's do this one. I'm not so sure about the burgundy background on these, but I guess it's kind of cute. And then let's do something here at the bottom. I like these books, and there is a book washi tape, but I don't think I'm gonna focus much on the books in this spread. So do I want more flowers or do I want this lantern? I think I'll do this lantern with the florals. So we can put this at the bottom here. And for decoration here, let's do some washi tape. So we can do the floral. Let's just put this down here. I will use my washi cutter card. This is a metal card that I got from LiveLovePosh years ago, and it's my go-to washi cutter card. So I'll put that there. And then I could do some box stickers, or I could do the LiveLovePosh deco. I don't really need this sheet. I'm not sure why I tore that out even, because I know I'm not going to use those. So let's put that here. Oh, we have this white deco I could have used. That probably would have looked better. Oh well, too late. So I could do some of these. Some flowers, the words. No, let's do the boxes. I haven't been using full box stickers in my spread a lot, so let's try to use some of these up. I will use the Falling For You, because this is kind of a fall spread. And then we can use one of these floral patterns. Seeing this on the page makes it look a little bit darker than I expected, though. The colorings. I wanted it to be a fall spread, but not so dark. It is pretty. It's just the burgundy and the browns are a contrast between this current week where everything was kind of fall colored, but like pinks and tans. It's just a stark contrast between this week and this week. But we have that, and then what do I want to do here? I think I want a big sticker for this side. So let's do something like this. Well, first let's do a washi tape. I think I'm going to do this skinny one that I'm not sure actually came with this washi set, but it's cute. So I'm just going to put this one at the bottom here, and I just remembered that I forgot to highlight my habits. So let's do that first. I like to take the mile liners and highlight my habits so that it's easier to check off each day. It's easier to line up what I'm checking off. So let's start with red. And I prefer using the mile liners over the Tombos because the mile liners have a chisel tip that is perfect for writing in the size box. Then we can do green. Then let's do brown. Then we can do pink. It's a very light pink compared to the other colors. Then we have this color. I'm not sure. It says brown, but the barrel looks a bit greenish. So let's try it. Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad at all. And then we can do orange. And beige. And for this side, this is where I put my meal tracker. So I will highlight green above it to put my header. And then for the days of the week, I can do, let's do this pink, something that won't stand out as much. And then let's write in the habits. So I do tidy up, which is a quick 10 to 20 minute tidy up of different areas of the apartment each day, just so I'm keeping things clean and decluttered throughout the week. So then on Sunday, when I do my deep cleaning, I don't have as much to do. I track when I take my meds and my vitamins, when I wake early, when I read, which I haven't been doing much of, create art, which I also have not been doing much of. I'm trying to get into the habit of reading and creating art daily, but it's been hard to make the time for that, and exercising. And this is my dinner tracker, and these are the days of the week. Okay, so let's get back to decorating. And I'm going to use this corner piece right here. I'm going to line it up. Ooh, that's not where I wanted it. I'm going to line it up here with the edge. These stickers are very sticky. Like that. That's cute. Then do I want a word or something here? I don't think I do, but this looks a little bit empty to me. How about I use some of these? Although they're not quite big enough. We do have books. I could just use those, even though this isn't really a book spread. I wish I had some girls to go with this spread. That would be perfect. That would be absolutely perfect. Speaking of which, let me check my other sticker books. Okay, so I didn't find any girls that I could use, but I did see the Luxe Fall sticker book, and it has quotes in here, so maybe I can try to find a good quote that'll go. We have Hello Fall, so let's see what we can pull from here. We have Hello Autumn and Welcome Fall. Farm Fresh. No, that won't go. I like this Hello Autumn, but it might be a bit too big. Let's try it. If I put it over this sticker, it will be hard to see. So I'm just going to put it here. Let's move it down a bit. Can put autumn there. The N is a bit hard to see, but that's fine. And then we can put hello above it. Like that. And then on this side, we can take something from here. Like maybe this one. Yeah, let's cut it. And put it right there. That's cute. That's really cute. And then I have the rest of this. I might as well just put it here in my focus area. Like that. And I think this page is done. Although maybe I want something here, something small, like maybe this flower. Let's see how this looks. Like that. Okay, so the weekly dashboard pages are done. There are a couple of things I need to buy. I want to buy a cookbook. I know there are a ton of resources online for recipes, but I'm a very tactile person. I like having it here in front of me in my hands on paper. So I want to buy a cookbook that can be my go-to resource when I want recipes to cook. I just need to do some research on a good cookbook for that, mostly for dinners, but if it has other stuff in it, that's fine. But I need to do research and look for a cookbook. I want to buy pin loops for my traveler's notebooks. I found some that I like. They're just expensive. They're by the Superior Labor. And for some reason, just for magnet pin loops, they're pretty pricey. I haven't actually decided if I'm going to get those or if I'm going to do more research and try to find other ones. I bought pin loops from Amazon, but they did not work out. So I'm going to put that. And then I need to buy discs for my new Happy Planner that I bought from Michael's the other day because I prefer metal discs and it came with plastic. So I need to get those. But these pages are done. Let's move on to my notes page. At the top here, I'm going to use this one. And I'm just going to put it across the top like I always do. Nothing super creative here. And I'll use my washi cutter card to cut it there. And then at the bottom, I could do the floral again, or I could do the one that just has the floral on the edge. I think I like the floral one a lot. So let's put this one at the bottom. Let's put it on straight. And tear it there. And I want a header, and luckily I got the Luxe Fall sticker book because I did see boxes in here. There are boxes in these stickers, so let's first look here. These are way too big, and these are layered. I just need one small sticker. So let's use the Luxe Fall, and this color would work, the pink would work. Yeah, let's just do pink. I'll put it there, and for my header, I can use this red color, and I'm going to use the bullet tip and write notes. Not the neatest handwriting, but it gets the job done. And I want decoration on this page because I know for sure I'm not going to have this many notes. So maybe I can do a big quote. I think I'm going to do this Happy Fall sticker and just put it in the corner. Like that. And then maybe put something like flowers or something on the side. Maybe I will use these flowers that are on the edge of the page because they just look weird because they're cut. They have a straight edge cut in them, and I'm not sure when else I will use them. So I'm just going to line them up here and see how that works. So we have this one. So let's do it like this. And it'll be like they're peeking out from the washi tape. Then we have this big one. It's a little bit too big. Let's cut it so it's the same height as the other ones. Okay, so now that we have this page done, we can do the daily pages. For that, I haven't decided if I want to use the date covers. I I don't usually cover the days of the week and the date in here. I just put washi tape in between because I like the font of these and how they stand out on the page. So I'm not sure if I want to use these, but these are really pretty. Let's just see how it'll look. Will it even cover? It will cover the day of the week. So let's see how it'll look. That's cute. I actually like that a lot. And then instead of having the day in this corner, because this heart won't cover this number, and I don't really feel like whiting out everything, so I could just do it right here. Then it's not as bold. Let me get some washi tape. Let's do the Stardust washi tape on this side. And I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap in between. See if it covers the number. It does. So let's do that. I can still see the number through it, but I'm not worried about that. And then I don't want to cover up the day of the week because it has a pattern on the whole thing. So putting it here looks a bit odd, but I'm just going to do it that way. Then at the bottom, we can use this one that has the floral along the border. And I think I'm going to put it on the bottom border. I think it could go either way, but I'm going to put it so that the flowers are kind of coming out of the bottom of the page. Like that. That is very simple, but so cute. And then for my header, I think I'm going to use, let's see, what colors do I like? I like the orange. And let's do orange and pink because it matches the flowers. So this will be my to-do list. And this will be my notes area. Then I'm going to draw in my checklist. And write in my headers. So this is to do. And this is notes. And then let's figure out what decoration we want to put on the page. So I'm thinking I want to use a big floral on this page. So let's do this other corner piece. And I wanted to put it here, but it goes the opposite direction of this one. So it might look better at the top of the page instead of right here, because this straight edge on this side just looks odd. So I'm going to turn the book and put it right at the top of the page. That is so cute. That is really cute. And I don't really have anything else to go here. And I doubt my checklist will take up this space. So do I want to put anything else, like a quote or or a full box sticker. So I could put a full box. No, that wouldn't look right. I think this is all I'm going to do for this page. That looks very, very simple. I like it though. So let's put down all of the date covers so I'm not spending time going back and forth with that. And I don't know. Oh no, that's Thursday. That's why I was hesitating. I need Tuesday. Let's do Thursday. Let's go back and do Wednesday. These date covers are so pretty. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I used to get the Simply Gilded subscription box, but I stopped getting it just because I have a lot of supplies, a ton of washi tape, and bringing in more just didn't make sense. It was starting to clutter up my space and make me feel a bit claustrophobic. So I stopped getting the subscription box, and then, was it this month? The subscription box was so pretty, and it took all my self-control to not purchase it again, but I know I have way too much stuff. So for now, I'm just going to try to use up the Simply Gilded stuff that I have so that in the future I can resubscribe because I love their stickers. Oh, I need to put down the washi tape first. So at the top, I have this Stardust. I have this one with the flowers and the lantern. And I have this one that I'm not sure if it goes with this or not. Let's unroll it and see. Yeah, those kind of match. So let's do this one here. I can see that 23 very clearly, but that's not going to bother me. And then let's put this one here. I'm actually going to cut it because there's this line, which usually doesn't bother me, but I'm going to cut it off just because I don't want it to be so prominent. And then we can put the date cover. So how are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. I know that there's a lot of crazy stuff going on out there, so I hope you guys are staying sane while everything is kind of crazy. Should I use the Stardust? No, let's use this one here. I like to take my mind off of things by enjoying this planning hobby that I have. So that's why on my channel, I don't really talk about a lot of other things besides planning, just because I feel like this is my space to kind of disengage from all that just for a little while. And when I'm planning and playing with my stickers and my washi tape and planning for the future and all that stuff, I'm just in such a light, airy mood that I kind of want to keep that feeling. So that's kind of what I like to keep on my channel too. Just light, airy, fun. Stick to the planning. And the rest will come when we go back to our regularly scheduled lives. So I'm going to use the Stardust washi tape. Even though this is very similar to the one I used on the previous page, it doesn't seem as see-through. And I think I'm just going to keep using these same ones. I did have this brown washi tape, but looking at it now, it doesn't go as well as the burgundy colors and the reds. So I'm not going to use that brown washi tape. I'm just going to stick to these. So let's use the Stardust here on Sunday. I'm glad I pulled this one because it matches really nicely. It brings out the reds that are in here. And then let's do the bottom washi, which I think I'm just going to stick to these two. Although I could do Stardust and Stardust. Let's do the floral because I really like this one. I have, I think, 2 more fall kits that I have from Simply Gilded from last year. And I didn't buy anything fall related from Simply Gilded this year, or Halloween related, because I still have some Halloween washi tape from 2 years ago from Simply Gilded. Then I bought the LiveLovePosh Halloween sticker book. So for October, I am all set, and I really am trying to make an effort to use up some of my stuff. The problem comes when I use most of a sticker book, like a Happy Planner sticker book, for example, and then there's just random stickers and pages left, and I keep the whole sticker book until it's completely done, but I feel like even though I'm using up stuff, it's not taking away any space. It's not decluttering at all because I'm still keeping the sticker book even if it has just a few stickers in it. So I need to figure out a way to actually start decluttering some of this stuff. I think I'm going to use this one again. I feel like my decorations are the same each week. Watching me put down the washi tape and stuff is probably boring. I feel like the fun part is putting down the stickers. That's where the spread really comes together. So we have all the washi tape down, and let me finish putting down the date dots. So this is Thursday the 25th. The 26th. And then Saturday, Sunday. And then I'm done with this page. I think I'm done with this page. So let's go back to Tuesday and put in the headers and the stickers. So on Tuesday, let's do red. And then let's do beige for the checklist. I just need my blotting paper. And then on this side, we can do brown. And here. And then let's do this green. No, let's do pink instead for the checklist. Then let's write in the headers really quickly. To do and notes. And then let's put down the stickers. So, do I want to use a box sticker? I think I want to use some of these box stickers for a couple of these. But I want to put them with something else because on their own, they're not very substantial. So I think on this page, I'll use boxes. I can use this patterned one and the bow. And because my to-do list probably won't be that long, I can kind of put them on an angle like I did on the other page. Like that. I do want to note my appointments on Tuesday. So let's get this box. I think this one will work, but I would turn it the other direction, which might look weird. Yeah, I think I'm going to use this box, and I'm going to turn it upside down. Which you would be able to tell that it's upside down based on the flowers, but I don't really mind. So let's put this here, and this is for my PTO. So I have PTO 1 hour, off work at 3:30, and then I have a dentist appointment at 4:50. And then on Wednesday, I work from home, so I do want to note that. I could use a box for that, although I don't usually. Let's see what quotes we have, because I do want to note that I work from home, but I'm not sure where to put it yet until I finish the decoration. So we have, these are too big. Then we have Gather Here Friends. Hello Autumn, Happy Fall, y'all, which I used already. Yeah, none of these are going to work. Then I have this deco. Okay, I'm thinking about this way too hard. I'm just gonna write in the corner, work from home. Oh, this is the wrong one. I need the other end. And let's circle it with the orange, because I do want it to stand out. And these pages are done. I don't have any decoration here though. What do I want there? I think I'm going to take one of the big florals, and I could cut it in half, or I could just put one like this one, and I'll put it here. Like that. It looks a bit out of place. Like these don't necessarily, like they're not touching, and they don't feel like they organically go together. But that's fine. It's cute enough. Let's go to Thursday. So I can use the brown. And let's get some of this green in here, because there is green in the stickers. And on this side, we can do the orange. And beige. Then let's do our headers really quickly. To do. And notes. And Thursday, I don't have anything to note. Friday is payday and our anniversary, so I definitely want a box for that. So I can use this box for payday. And this one, or this one, I like this box. Let's do this one for our anniversary. I kind of feel like this one needs to come up. But LiveLovePosh stickers, especially their paper stickers, usually don't come up easily or at all. So I'm going to take my time. And it did come up after a while. So I think I'm going to layer this on top of this one. Not that they have anything to do with each other, but just for aesthetics. So I think I'll put that one there. Like that. That's cute. So this is payday. And this is our anniversary. Let me see if I have an anniversary sticker. Okay, I looked and looked, but I could not find any anniversary stickers. I know I have some. I just don't want to spend too much time looking for them, so I'm just going to write it in pen. So this is our 2-year wedding anniversary, 15-year dating anniversary. Okay, and then we need some decoration on Thursday. So for here, I'm feeling like I need some big flowers. How about, oh, we have this love. This is perfect. See how to look if I put it here. Like that. Okay. And then on this side, I think I just want something simple for Thursday. So maybe I'll use this one, but I'll cut it in half. Let me cut it while it's still on the sticker paper. And I think I'll use this side. And see if it's a little bit too long. It looks like it's a tiny bit too long. I was going to put it here. I could also put it here. I think I like it here. It's a tad bit too long, but that's fine. Like that. That's cute. And then Saturday, Sunday. So for Saturday, Sunday, let's use brown again. And then we can use red. Let's do this brown on Sunday. And we can do pink on Saturday. Let's write in the headers. This is to do. This is notes. Okay. And sometimes I have a chores list on Sunday like this. I find that helpful. I could just list it all on my to-do list, though. All the chores that I have to do. That's an option. And if that's the case, I can just use this for decoration. So let's see. We do have some more full boxes. The only decorative ones are these three. These are quite similar. And then we have the books. So not sure if I want to use those. Then we have these, of course. I feel like I might as well use the other half of this one. And I can put it here. Well, let's move it up. Let's start at the top actually. And put it down like this. And on Sunday, I can use this one. And I could either put it in my notes area or I could put it here. I like it here at the top, but I don't want it to mimic what I did on Saturday. So I might have to add something else to it. Maybe if I do some of the boxes or quote. I could do this one, but it'll take up the entire side. And it would be hard to see over the flowers. I feel like using the pumpkin kisses and harvest wishes, even though we're not going picking for pumpkins, we're going apple picking. It's still appropriate, so we can use that one there. And I'm not sure what to do on Sunday. Maybe I will do a chores list. Or maybe I'll leave it open like this. Let's just leave it open for now. If throughout the week I feel like it needs something else, I can always add it. I do want to use some of this Simply Gilded deco. So I could do something here, something small. And there's a lot of tiny stuff on here that I'm not sure when I would use it if I don't use it now, but I'm not seeing any places to put it. Yeah, I'm not really seeing any places to put it, so I think we're done with the decoration. So let's move all of this to the side. And right in the plans that I know of, I say this in every video, but I prefer to plan closer to the actual day. So let me just cut this. So I like to come in either the night before or the morning of and write my to-do list for each day. That just makes sure that my to-do list is the most accurate. But there are some things that I want to do that I do kind of every week. So on Tuesday, I have to tidy my desk because I work from home on Wednesdays. And during the week, normally, half of my desk is dedicated to my arts and crafts. So I need to clear out that space so I could work. So let's put tidy desk. I do want to journal every day. I've been journaling every day this week. And I'm actually pretty proud of that. So I want to do that every day. Okay, so I've written in just a few tasks that I know of ahead of time that I want to do. And I think we're done. So let's just do a recap. So this is the decoration and setup of September 22nd through the 28th in my B6 Plans by Just Scribble planner. And this is how it turned out. So for the horizontal weekly over here on the left-hand side, I put a little bit of decoration and my appointments and things of note that I want to keep track of when I look at my week at a glance. Then this is my weekly to-do list, my focus and priorities, my daily gratitude, a to-buy list, and notes area. Then my habit trackers at the bottom. These are my habits and this is my meal tracker. And I love how this page turned out. Then we have a blank grid page that I use for notes. Then the daily pages. So this is Monday with a to-do list and a notes area. The notes area is where I put things that are not action items. If it's an action item, it goes on my to-do list. If it's not an action item, I put it in the notes area. And I also rapid log in the notes area of things that happened that day so that it makes it easier to do my journaling when I get to that at the end of the day. So that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I really like how this turned out. It's more fall than I anticipated. The colors are a bit darker than I wanted, but I think it still turned out really cute. I think it's really cute. And these two sticker books, the Simply Gilded, what is it called? Burgundy Beauty sticker kit, and the Jewel Tone Blooms sticker book by LiveLovePosh go really well together. So yeah, I like how this turned out, and I hope that you like it too. And I hope you like this video, but that is all I have for you today. So thank you so much for watching this video and hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.